Who am I? Have you ever asked that question? Or maybe, why am I doing what I'm doing? Where am I going in life? Or what's my purpose? If you've asked yourself one of these questions, or if you're feeling lost, this video is for you. If you were paid $1 for every thought you had in a day, at the end of a day, you'd have about $70,000. Over a month, you'd have $2.1 million. And over a year, more than $25 million. That's a whole lot of brain activity, and that's why when you sit down to meditate, it's so hard to be in the present moment. You know what I mean? You're thinking about work, your partner, or lack of a partner, or your kids, your pets, or even the grocery list. Ernst Poppel, a German psychologist and neuroscientist, says that generally our minds are in the present moment for only about 3 seconds at a time. So what are we doing the rest of the time? Those 70,000 thoughts are a time machine rocketing us forward or taking us back instead of being fully present and aware of what's actually happening right now. We're making guesses based on what we've experienced in the past and forecasting what's coming next, or what we think anyway. With all of those thoughts and with the fact that we're present for only 3 seconds at a time, it's no wonder we're feeling so lost. They're distracting us from who we truly are and what we truly want. Today, I'm going to describe the 3 things that are filling your life instead of what you really want, that are blocking you from experiencing meaning and purpose and connecting with your true self, along with how to change that.
Please tell me.
It all starts in childhood. We want to be loved and accepted. That's completely normal. But because of this need for love and acceptance from just a few years of age, we begin to live according to what others want for and from us. We form ideas about who and how we should be based on what parts of us, our behavior and personality, are welcome and praised and which are not.
I like that about him.
We also learn by imitating what we see others doing. As we grow older, we shape our likes and dislikes according to the people we surround ourselves with. For example, according to data from Adweek, among 18 to 34-year-olds, 68% said that their peers' social media posts were at least somewhat likely to influence them to make a purchase.
I got one for myself, see?
Soon, these attitudes and behaviors we're imitating become indistinguishable to us from who we really are.
What have I become?
In a pair of studies, researchers reviewed data from 3 different seasons of the Premier League football play and concluded that referees systematically favored home teams by shortening close games where the home team is ahead and lengthening close games when the home team is behind. The reason? Pressure from the home crowd. So when it comes to making decisions, we change our own picture of reality to avoid the discomfort that comes when we go against what others think. And that's just strangers. Imagine the influence of our friends, our families, and co-workers, and the effect they have on us.
Yeah, but I'm your brother. We're family.
What finally does make us question our thoughts and behavior is often that we hit a wall. Maybe we wake up one day and realize we're dreading going to work. Maybe we're sitting with a group of friends and suddenly we think, what am I doing here? I don't fit in with these people. And then we end up asking even more powerful questions like, what do I want to do with my life? And who am I, really? As billionaire investor Warren Buffett once said, chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. And maybe that's how you feel, like you're being weighed down by this version of you that you've been pretending to be or had to be because of life. Imagine your life was an empty jar. If you're filling that jar with ideas and beliefs that are not yours, you're living a life that isn't yours. The first type of filler we put in our lives that blocks us from knowing ourselves is other people's opinions. So many of us are in constant disconnect with ourselves because we're always validating or verifying others' opinions of us.
So, what do you think?
We let others' ideas and beliefs define how we feel instead of being guided by our own values. Following others' opinions blindly can quickly get us lost. Before I decided to become a monk, I was training to be an investment banker or work in business. When I stopped to look at why I was chasing this career that I wasn't really interested in, I realized I was following my community's definition of success and not my own.
This isn't me.
Step back and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it because it's what you truly want? Or is it because it's society's or someone else's opinion of what you should do or want? If you want to know yourself, and if you want to experience meaning and purpose, this is the kind of stuff you want to fill your life with. Your values should come first. When you isolate your values, you'll start to see more clearly what's important to you. You'll start to get a sense of your passion and your purpose, and you'll be able to start to see and understand what choices will bring you closer to the life of your dreams. Here's what you can do to get rid of the filler of other people's expectations. Make a list of everything you're chasing in your life right now, along with why. Why are you pursuing that job, that person, that certification? Why do you want that car or that computer?
Why are you doing this?
As you look at your whys, you'll start to see which are because of others or society's opinions and expectations, and which are the voice of your true self. The second type of filler is expectations. You know all about those, right? All around us, every day, other people have expectations of us. Our children, our partners, our bosses, our friends, and some of those expectations are valid. But what about those other expectations? The ones that hold us back or weigh us down. Michael Jordan once said, if you accept the expectations of others, especially the negative ones, then you will never change the outcome. To filter out others' expectations, first focus on your expectations or your own standards for yourself. Make an actual list and be specific. Organize them into categories. What are your standards or expectations for yourself with regard to your parents, your children, your partner, your boyfriend or girlfriend, your friends, your work, and yourself? When you take a step back and identify all of these standards and expectations you have for yourself, how in the world can you manage others' expectations on top of it?
I have no idea.
Instead, stay focused on your own expectations of yourself, the ones that are in line with your values and that take you closer to your goals, and put those in your jar. The third type of filler is obligations. What are all of your obligations? Again, sit down and make a list. Having it on paper makes a big difference. You probably have bills to pay, a job to go to, maybe you volunteer somewhere. Whatever they are, list out 10 obligations in your life. Next to each one, note what that obligation gives you, then what it takes away from you. Paying the electricity bill might be a pain and it takes money, but it gives you something important, right? Maybe the next time you write that check or see the auto pay go through, offer a moment of gratitude for light.
I love lamp. I love lamp.
Electricity to cook and a warm house. But if the obligation takes more than it gives, or if what it takes isn't worth it, it's time to exit or evolve that obligation.
I'm out of here.
Get rid of the filler or change it into something beautiful that serves you. Like this, let me give you an example. If your weekly online multiplayer video game with your friends is taking too much time from your kids or your partner, or from your need to rest, exit from your schedule, or evolve it into something that gives more than it takes from your life. Maybe change the game to every other week or once a month. Keep the obligations that are positive, that fuel you or keep you accountable to your goals and dreams. Fill your life first with your own values, your expectations for yourself, and only the obligations that give more than they take. As Wayne Dyer once said, "What other people think of me is none of my business." When we learn how to get rid of the filler in our lives, other people's negative opinions, expectations, and obligations, we start to identify what it is we want to fill our lives with, and then we are free to create something truly beautiful and all our own. If you want even more videos just like this one, make sure you subscribe and click on the boxes over here. I'm also excited to let you know that you can now get my book, Think Like a Monk, from thinklikeamonkbook.com. Check below in the description to make sure you order today.